Yeah.
There's a watermelon cake and a pineapple cake. Wow.
Strawberry shortcake, that's for sure.
That's what you call American food, is low calorie.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And I know you don't feel good.
Probably not very many calories at all.
You feel good if your iron's low.
There's
I get. See, I thought
there's
I was
barbecue over there, beans, tater salad, and coleslaw.
I'm trying to
You name it, we got it.
But then about dinner time on
Yeah.
bedtime, then I'm
Well, you know that's Cowboy. I lay around in the morning.
You ain't never
just
seen
lay
a
around,
music
can't
room,
get up.
have you?
No, I've never been here before.
But then if I ever do get
I've
up,
never
we
been
go,
here
I
before.
kinda feel a little
Yeah.
better.
I couldn't have got here. I thought I knew how to get here, but I found out I didn't.
The B12 shots you do you so good.
They did help me some. I started sleeping. Do you sleep? I try to sleep. I spend hours
I
trying to
haven't slept as good. But he put me.
I couldn't sleep last night, but I bet I could sleep right now if I tried.
So he put me on the staff. And you take it at night, and it's supposed to make you sleepy, but I think. I do.
Oh, okay.
But he wanted me to take this for a while, but he said, with my age, his age, I didn't tell him, I forgot, that a lot of times it makes you have leg cramps real bad.
Anytime. It don't matter about your age.
And what he said,
Anita has cramps if she tries to take it.
well, the paper,
Take what?
the statin,
Statin.
Hello.
I'm guessing stuff would take a cramp out for me.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, she got some stuff too.
You know what, the leg, you can buy them right there. A little bit
Yeah,
of bone, go, that leg and cramp.
You can set
Honey,
that way back
Well,
there.
maybe better get some brick.
A good
I
one.
told you, it ain't that big purse, you don't fill it up.
I don't know what's in it.
That's saddlebag.
Yeah, feels like a brick purse. My sister, she's not very big, my oldest sister, and she carries a purse, weighs almost as much as I do. I said, no wonder you can't get around, Lord, you need a wheelbarrow to carry the purse.
I got,
You know, this is a beaver. This is a message from the Beaver, 100.3, Clarksville Flea Market. 7 to 2 tomorrow, Clarksville Speedway. Great deals, unique finds, and much more.
they put
Clark?
everything
They put everything on there.
Yeah, wow.
I listened to 103.
Get it? Did you
Until
get
like Earl made the disc, now listen to him. But I tell you over there, I'm kind of, when I'm working, I'm kind of the way,
Said he had
traffic.
dry ear.
I raced out there for 26 years.
Oh.
Timmy, he has, last year, he had spell with his stomach.
Let me show you my music
His
room.
blood
Turn it on.
was real bad.
Let
And
me
he
show you
sick
mine.
today, he's on.
Music room down here.
Okay.
It's been bothering him about a week, but he said it wasn't as bad as it was last year. But he had to stay in the hospital several days last year to get his stomach.
The downstairs is put together with kind of like cabin type theming on, so I told him it's my cabin under the house.
I like that place. Of course, I'm sure you bring down the whole place.
No, maybe the only thing we done was put up, I never had good light fixtures. Put up light fixtures.
It's really got the house looking good. I don't even worry about that. Beverly knocked up a piece of my tile that did you notice that in my hall? He was vacuuming and hit it wrong or something and he just curled it up. Now I've got a hole that big in the hall. So we're gonna have to put down new tile.
This needs a new floor bad.
I need a new
And
floor
lop
too.
it and it looks
Is
dirty
this,
still.
is this linoleum? Yeah. Well, it looks good. I
I
like
couldn't
it.
afford to put that good tile everybody's putting in their houses. You know how much it costs
Oh,
to do this
yes.
big room?
A lot, yeah.
So I might try to get something like that downstairs, maybe. It looks like real tile. But it's
You know, Lance
like this.
put that in his house, but he put it down himself. He said it's not near as expensive if you can do it yourself.
Yeah, but we're too old to get down on our end.
Well, see, Beverly used to lay all my carpet and my floor and stuff. He just don't
Well,
talk
I
about
get
it.
on my knees.
He don't
stay
talk
on my
about
knees.
it anymore. He don't even say we need to do it. I'll say we need to do this, but he just don't. He just don't do it.
We used to have
But
those
he works on the farm. It takes all of his
Yeah.
time working on the farm.
that, and if you got a bad back, and Earl and I put that downstairs, down there, and it's old like this, but it looks like tile. And we neither one of us, but he scraped that concrete to make sure that it stuck and everything. I mean, he cleaned it and scraped it, and it just laid down there just as pretty as a place. We didn't even have to put no glue under it.
And Beverly used to do things like that, but he hasn't.
Well, that's the last
He don't
time.
feel
And when I get this road done, I'm just going
But I think I will look into getting my deck covered.
It's got some
Timmy said
bumps in it.
when he feels better, he'll lay me some tile and stuff. Timmy can do anything. He's just handy that way.
Gee, it was back before I went to work at the school system, I was still there at the daycare, that big hail came. It didn't hail over where, 4 miles up the road, it hailed here that big, and it's got dents in that, and, I called a man out here about replacing it. He come out and looked at the carport and said he didn't do that. And I'm thinking, I know you didn't do the carport, I didn't say the carport, and I just never called him in back. It still does its job. And then the gutters wasn't doing right. And it would fill up and then it would leak across the back here.
Well, we just
But he got
experienced
that
some of that,
fixed.
and Timmy was gonna clean them out this last weekend. And I was sitting in the living room the other day and I heard this noise and I said, oh my God, Beverly's up on top of that roof. And I went running after and I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm gonna clean out these gutters. And I said, you do not need to be up on top of that roof. You're 71 years old. I'm gonna clean out these gutters.
We had
And I said, okay, but it don't take but one time to
we
one sleep.
had the overguard gutters put in.
Well, we need to.
And it's half, because Earl, he's not much on fire, he don't talk about.
Well, our house
He
is
don't like-
too, you know,
Yeah,
and he didn't need to be.
so, he would back, when we had the truck, he'd back that up there, and he made the thing, a real long thing, where he could, it had a scraper on the end, and just scrape it down.
Well, you know, Donnie fixed
And then
him
he'd take the
up
hose and hose it out.
a, Donnie fixed him up a long water hose. It's stainless steel or something that bends. He made it, welded that thing, and then he runs, screws a water hose to it, and he stands on the ground, does this and cleans his out.
Well, he's got, Earl could have stood on the ground, I guess. On some of it, he did around front and on the back, he couldn't.
I told him
But he would clean it out with that, but it still didn't clean it out as good as the birds building nest, and the wasp building nest. So the wasp still get in there and build nest in there, but I haven't seen him, he sprays, I think nothing crawls around here. Earl sprays so much. You don't like ants, you don't like bugs, so he sprays.
Well, we got some kind of flying bug this year, a big bug. And every time you open a door, they'll come in. I'm forever killing them things. Just every day, just about I
See,
kill
we
one.
got that sticky, you just put
Yeah.
that out, and it's sticking all over our post out there.
Well, did you know if you
That's really
take a fan and set it like out there, just a fan,
good.
that keeps flies and mosquitoes and everything
Well,
away?
let me tell you what, one of the girls at work, mosquitoes were eating her dog up. And she went to the Rural King, because that's on that side of town. And the man in there said, let me tell you something. Said, you go get you a bottle of lemon juice and some rosemary. Said, you boil it and put it in your spray bottle, let it cool.
Rosemary and lemon juice?
And said, it'll get rid of ticks, flies, fleas.
And you can just spray that right on
your
your dogs.
dogs.
I need to tell Timmy that.
And she said she went and done it, went out there and sprayed her dog, and he said the thing just went everywhere. They could breathe.
Remember that, I'll forget it, lemon juice,
Rosemary.
rosemary. Wonder how much rosemary.
I never did say, so I guess it's whatever you put in there. And it didn't say fresh or the dried, so I think she got the dried. But she said you
I've been
can
seeing
spray
some
your
stuff
yard and you.
On Facebook, like
Yeah.
vinegar and
Yeah, I
stuff.
tried the weed killer and it whittled it up real fast, but it wasn't fast enough. I didn't pull it out yet. But it was working, the vinegar and salt.
Well, just salt water will kill stuff.
All the other weeds and stuff. Daddy used to have a tree when he grew out, he poured off around the roots and killed it.
I got some shrub that I wanna get rid of, Beverly darn. You know that great big on that porch, I want that thing gone. And I decided one day that I'd start pouring salt on it, and it'd die, and then it'd have to pull it. What's wrong with that darn thing never did die?
You had to put it right around the roots of it.
Yeah,
Well, it's so big, you know, I just hate that thing.
yeah, and
I
around
thought I'd
the
just
roots.
kill this thing. Because we used to have another one right there in the middle there where that porch does this. And it was just like it was ugly. You know, shrub, when they get a certain size, they just get ugly.
You don't trim them.
Well, this one is not the kind you trim because the roots come up kind of high. And if you trim it, you're going to be able to see them roots too well. Now, if we started trimming it when it was real little, like the way it is now,
Earl never had trimmed it until we put those out there after Mary moved here. They were little bitty ones. And the one on the end is the largest. And they come up, it's almost like daddy, mom, and 2 kids. But he does real good. I said, just square them off, that's all you got to do. And my ivy, see, I wanted to just put brown cover on. And I have to watch it because it starts growing up the wall, and I don't want it up on my wall. I just want it to put brown cover. And it's getting into my shrub out there too. The rope trims that off with it too. But he trimmed that ivy is the first of the week.
I used to do all that.
And the guy next door owns a florist, so he takes our ivy to trim off using the shop. And that's how I got my ivy, was in an arrangement for my daddy's funeral. And I just took it out there and laid it down there. It took a little while, but daddy's been gone 9 years. We got married in December of '03 and he died in May of '04. It's taking that long to get that deep. You don't have to do nothing to it, get it trimmed. So if it's where you can't trim it, or it's over a wall.
We had so many edges and stuff when we lived in Georgia. And I was the one that trimmed them and it was up so high to start with, I like a mirror got them. And I told Bill, I said, you gotta help me get these things down good high. Because I would get on the ladder as high as I could and the dumb ladder would fall and I'd fall into them and I have to hold on. I cut 2 electric cords. I said, what do you think you
I
got?
got electrocuted.
My daughter, there was a big ditch at the end of the driveway. And the people that had the house put a shrub there so you wouldn't run off into the ditch. And there for a while, he just let it grow, and then you couldn't see to back out. So I thought, well, and the way that road is, people coming in on it, I pack up in the yard and turn around. I tried backing out of it one time in our van, and I got it caught in the concrete piece.
Have you been to Davos lately?
We had been, we've been, for a couple of weeks before we left. Or what feeling
And you've been to Beverly's and Kevin's?
just last Friday.
Didn't you pretty close, didn't you say pretty close?
Right on for exit 1. You got exit 8 up here, and then exit 4 where the mall is, and then exit 1. That's like 4 miles. And you get off, there to the left, and you get off, and you go to the light, and take a left, and go straight down, and it's on the right hand side. It's called Texas Grill.
It's outside.
Is it hot out there?
It wasn't bad. When we first got there, the sun was shining on that, and it was kind of warm. But once the sun went down, and she said they was making it like at 6, 9, but it was so hot, they upped it to 7. And she said, if it gets hotter, we'll just up it a little more. But 7 o'clock till 10, I think. They didn't have very many Saturdays. We got there.
I knew if they had a lot, they wasn't putting it on Facebook. It was just like 5 or 6 dinners.
Yeah, she put, those pictures, but Friday night, last week, we went last Saturday night, Friday night last week, she said they had a bunch, a lot of them. But it's not very much sitting room out there. They bring out extra tables to set out from under the porch and the deck. And the people that, they set one out last week. But we had some that was there, they didn't sing, but they was there listening. There was a couple of young GIs sitting over there. The guy that owns it, he's Oriental, he come out. He said something to him. He said, no, we just sitting here enjoying them singing. So, getting no class or much. But it was Earl and Kevin barely only sang one song. And then Dottie and Stanley came, that's all. And they'd sing. So they got to sing plenty.
And the last time I was there over at Dago's, it got kind of wild. The wildest thing I've ever seen. They was doing lap dances and everything in there.
Yeah. This little old skinny woman, she's older than us, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah, I guess she is. Well, I don't know.
And she went around sitting in all the men's lap and wiggling and squirming, and this one man said, you ain't sitting in my lap. And she was as close as we are. We was at this table and they was at this table. And he said, you're not sitting in my lap. Well, she kept trying to get her butt in his lap. And he would move around stuff. Don't you know when he moved? And she hit that floor.
No good for her.
She hit the floor. Well, was it Ron that told us that one of the others at that table was in the floor the week before? I said, well, what was she doing in the floor? Was she trying to do lap dances too? But that little woman went around that table and sat in what, 3 men's lap?
It wasn't any of the group that sat in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
That's who
They
it was.
That was the smallest one.
That little skinny.
She ain't never done nothing like that before.
She
She
was
was
drunk.
loaded. She was drunk. And when she fell on the floor, she done head, and I thought that's me, I'd crawled under the table. I wouldn't have done it to start with, but I'd crawled under the table.
I told Jody, I believe it was, there is not enough alcohol in the world to make me act like that.
I know.
And but the later it got, the wilder they got, because the drunker they got.
And they was even drinking out of the pitchers, not them.
Yeah.
Some more, they wouldn't even drink out of the cup.
Packing pitchers of
and
beer
drinking out of
around,
it.
just women guzzling it.
But see, where we stayed at in Fairhope, there was a bar, club, right there, walking distance. And they had taken a house and made it. It needs some work done on it, but it's called the Jubilee. So they didn't start till 9 o'clock. So we walked over there, and because they had karaoke. And so we stayed from about 9 to 11. That's when they started getting rowdy. And so Earl said, that's enough. But there was an older gentleman doing the karaoke. He had a good system. And then there was another older couple our age that was there the first night we went. I guess it's Friday night. No, Thursday, because they had Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I don't think we went on Saturday. But anyway, then there was several young singers, and they was good. She had her bar, and then behind the bar, in the other rooms back there, she had pool tables and stuff. And a lot of young people stayed back there. And they didn't get wild, they drank their beer and whatever other drinks they had. But about 11 o'clock, there was 2 of them that first night sitting back there got hollering, Earl's gonna die, Earl's gonna die. And so Earl said, I think it's about time we go when it's not getting rowdy.
Well, there was a young girl that was pretty, she's the one with
That's
the
pretty
picture.
bad.
And her child was there with her.
That was sad.
And she was sitting in a man's lap over there.
That's that little blonde head.
Yeah, she's blonde.
Yeah.
And
They're
that
not the
little,
one that sits with them type people, though.
no, she was sitting at another table, and there was a whole bunch of them, and they was rowdy, they were young people. But she was over there at that
She
table,
knew
sitting in them old men's lap. And this little boy come up and he said, what are you doing?
It's pretty bad to go to a hamburger joint and get drunk.
There was a lot of them. And that, somebody said something to that, what's her name, the one that, on the far side, Not the one that failed, the one that was over here.
Nancy?
Yeah, I believe that's.
Nancy's the one that.
Somebody
always
said
sits
something.
in the table, she won't sit
Yeah.
in the middle, just to sit.
Somebody said something to her about her not handling her liquor. And she said, what do you mean I ain't handling my liquor? I said, this is my 8th drink.
Oh, no, that wasn't Nancy. That was the other one. I say, what's her name?
Nancy's the diabetic real bad.
It's the other one. She's real neat looking. Her hair is real pretty at all times. I say, I know what her name is, if I could just think.
Oh, she's one with the cane?
No. No, she smokes that artificial cigarette, so then she goes
Well,
out.
that one. Oh, you're talking about Paulette.
Paulette,
That's it,
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
she
know
said,
she drank.
I think I'm handling it pretty good. I've had 8.
They say she's a rich old woman.
And then she told that when it failed, and it's not me that was in the floor.
Was the truck driver there?
Well, there was some men there, one with the pigtail hanging down.
No, the little.
That one little
guy
woman just
said
sort of
so.
heavy set.
Mhm.
That's the one that didn't want that woman sitting in
Well, I'm
his lap.
surprised.
He did.
He been hitting on me.
Well, you
but
know
I'm
what?
gonna tell him
He
to go
sat at a
else.
table.
I didn't
He
know.
sat at the table by himself for a long time. Didn't
Oh, that's the
find
one that said I gotta get up in the morning at 7 o'clock.
and go to
Go
church.
to church.
Yeah, he walked out when we did. But now he wasn't drinking. He was drinking coffee.
And then he drinks beer. And he got, one night they was full, and he asked if we could sit, because I was talking to him. He's got a real country voice, real soul. He drives a big old truck, he usually parks it right over there. And he asked if he could sit at the table, and we said, yeah, you know, and then he talked. And next week he come back.
Well, have you seen the one with the long pigtail, the man? with
Yeah,
his
that's,
hair?
that's some of their relatives.
Oh, all them women just all over him.
And that's the Hewins, I guess it's close.
He looked part Indian to me, didn't he?
I forgot.
And he's gray-headed and got a pigtail, sort of salt and pepper, and got a pigtail.
Not the last time was up there. I had sat down and wrote this stuff here, and I was hoping he didn't see us. He come over and he sat right down beside me, and I thought, well, we'll be back here in a minute. So Earl comes over there and he said, you want something? He said, yeah, I want my chair. He said, oh, I thought you was gonna sit over there. So Earl said, and we had talked to him, you know, before, and I told him where we lived in Dunbar Cave, and that night he said, so you live real close to Dunbar Cave? And I said, yeah. And he said, you'll have to take me and show me where it is sometime. I said, I'll tell you where it is, but I ain't taking him showing you.
Taking him, showing him.
So he kind of coded after that and didn't say a whole lot more. He didn't sit with us the last time. We didn't sit over there where we've been sitting with them.
Well, it seemed like the last time we was there, from the last time we was there, it had gotten rougher. It just seemed that way, didn't it?
But the next time we was there, we sat there. It was different bunch of people. It cooled down some.
I've seen him kind of a little bit, but nothing like that. And I've seen that ball angel drop.
Okay. Well, one night she was there and she threw that beer down. I don't know why in the hell they won't let me have no more beer. And of course, when I get tickled, I'm gonna laugh. I cannot help it. And she picked that beer like that. And it was about half full. And she picked it up to take a drink and missed her mouth and poured it over her shoulder. And I thought, no, that's why you need no more beer. And I was hollered. I couldn't help it. She turned around and looked at me so funny, but I couldn't help it. I just laughed.
Well, it was funny. I would have laughed too.
Well, you
I
know-
don't believe Nancy would. She might, but I don't believe she would. She's not as rough as.
That little skinny one, the one that
No.
fell in the floor?
No, the
No,
sister.
Nancy's the one that goes around and
Is that
selling the
the one
tickets. Selling the tickets over there.
Oh, okay.
She's diabetic real bad, and well, that Pauline, she had congestive heart failure and just about died and got to the hospital on Friday morning.
Said she had cancer the third time, I heard her say one time, and I
Yeah.
thought, well now, when you drinking, you got a lot of things wrong with you, I believe.
And I heard she had cancer, but I don't know where. She was, she come on over there anyway. She's another one who goes to church on Sunday, because they was late coming one night because they had something at church.
Well, that man that was sitting over there with them, but now that's the one that wasn't drinking, he was drinking coffee.
Mhm.
But that's the one that where the woman tried to sit in his lap and he wouldn't
Was
let
that
her.
that table? Must
Yeah.
Probably that little guy.
But now he sat over there by himself for a while.
I
and
believe
then
the
he
truck
moved
driver
over
was
there.
sitting here.
You think that's the truck driver?
This guy here didn't want her to sit in the lap. She was sitting here. I believe the next one was the truck driver. He
Okay.
just kind of
And
puts in mind
then
one.
the one with the pigtail, he come in
He
there. I
usually
don't-
wears a cap and the last few times I've he had shorts on.
But,
He's real, and he sings. He don't sing good, but he gets up there and sings.
See, that guy didn't sing that he did.
well, the one with the pigtail sung with
Yeah, I know,
a
sung
couple of
with
the
Nancy.
women.
But I know ever who he is, her, Nancy, and Paulette, and him, I don't know who else, all went to Florida together to pick up his daughter or
Well, but
somebody's
that's a
baby.
wild trip.
Anyway, they went down there and turned around and come back. She said, we was crazy till we got back with no sleep. I said, I imagine. I said, that's kind of dangerous. I think it was 2 or 3 of them driving.
I know Nancy got mad at him one night because a bunch of them come in and she had saved her table, that little table for her daughter. And they just come in, took her chairs, and she was mad at her already.
When she gets mad, she goes over and sits by herself.
Yeah,
Just
she
walks
did
the
that.
floor.
Yeah.
Walks the floor.
To me, that's the one I think looks like a monkey.
Yeah.
There's just a little something about her that looks like a monkey.
She said
She reminds me of a monkey,
She
the way
told
she
me
jumps
the
around.
last time we was there, and the time, I guess the last time, her brother came, one time, they had one more sister.
Yeah, she was gonna come the next weekend.
But her brother came, and he was younger, the youngest. And she said, he was like, she was like 5 years old when he was born. She said, I done everything I could to kill him.
Well, Janice did me. She didn't want me around when I was born.
She said, I
she
dropped
put
it on his head, and she said,
Well, Janice tied a handkerchief around my mouth with powder in it. Laying on the bed when I was 2 or 3 weeks old, and then when I got a little bigger, she was all the time trying to do. And Mama sent Janice to the cellar to get us some lard out of a lard can in a bowl. And I tagged along with her, and I was saying, what's that? What's that? And she said, it's ice cream. Here, take a bite. And she crammed a big bite of lard in my mouth. And then another time, she cut up a red pepper and told me it was apple when I was just a baby. And Mom said that I like to never quit crying then.
She ought to hooked her mind
She
in.
ought to. I guess she
well,
probably did.
Nancy said, I done everything. Mama couldn't see what I done, or what I done. And she said, I don't understand. He's so good and quiet, but he all come home from school and he cries all the time.
Yeah.
And she said that's because I tried to kill him.
Janice liked being the baby. And when I come along, she wasn't the baby.
That's the way it was
She
with
didn't
her and her brother. She said, now I love him dearly. And she said, I did. I dropped him out. Mommy tried to figure out how he'd fall out of the baby bed. She put him out on his head. And she said, it's not a wonder I didn't hurt him bad.
They just tough little booger, wasn't he?
Yeah, so. She's telling me that her brother, they were all the girls were happy their brother was here. When they're not drinking, not too bad. Was the couple still there that got married?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Neil asked them, they was just like kissing and carrying on. Neil said, when y'all gonna quit that?
When's the honeymoon gonna be over?
Yeah, and she says, I hope I never do.
Well, this time, place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I.
It's all right to hold a hand or put your arm around somebody or
Kiss
sit there and lick and carry on all day long.
Get a room.
Yeah, get a room. Or
When
go outside.
they dance all over each other.
Yeah.
I told Earl, I said, let's show them how to dance properly.
And last night at the nursing home when we were singing, there was 2 women there dancing. They danced all over the floor. They dirty danced, they done everything. And them old people, some of them just. And Mr. and Miss Shelton didn't feel good, and they didn't come. And I told them that I'm proud of Mr. and Miss Shelton, but they had a fit.
They would.
But it was, well, you know who it was, I'm sure. Mary Jane Overhausen
Yeah.
and Patricia Graham was married to Glenville Graham.
I know you done that.
Well, they can't get them little old men to dance with them. That's
Well,
why
you know, there
it's
was-
senior citizens. So
There's
they
a
just
black
can't
man there in a wheelchair. I've never seen him take a step. And they was, Teresa, she was saying to him, can't you dance? Can't you get out of that wheelchair? I said, get up and dance with me. And I don't know what he said to her, but I heard her say, no, I don't have a husband. You don't have to worry about my husband. I don't have a husband.
Probably said I don't dance with other.
And she said, she's got a husband, but I don't. But I told Beverly, it was fine for them to get up there and dance, but I said, they almost went overboard, wiggling and carrying on.
Yeah, she's.
And it was a man, probably drunk. Tricia probably was drunk.
Yeah, or high on something.
Yeah. And,
So there wasn't residents?
no, their sister's in there, and they come to see her. Mary Jane comes every day, but it's first
Who
time
they come to see?
their sister. And what is her name?
The older one? The older?
Yeah, she's older, but I can't think what her name is. Marcy or Macy? No. Sybil.
Y'all want something to drink? I've got iced tea, I've got, sweet, and I've got the sweetener already mixed up in it. And I've got water and I've got Dr. Pepper and
Oh, I'm a water drinker.
Me
I
too.
got
I'm
water.
not thirsty.
I got
I'm not hungry either. I'm not thirsty.
I got water,
I was gonna see if it would ring a bell, that woman's name. It's
the
her
ice,
sister.
the tea that's got the sweetener is decaf. Earl's is regular.
Myrtle Barnes
Myrtle? Yeah, she had a sister named
and
Myrtle.
Sybil Mays. It's one or the other, I think.
But she had a sister named Myrtle.
Okay.
Tricia did.
That's her. Well, what is with that bunch? You know, they all grew up from the top of Duncan's Hill, but I never did know, all of them had a different name.
Yeah. Well,
Linda Mackey,
there was different bunch of people.
but they all lived there. Linda Mackey and Deanna Davenport and,
There was several.
Patricia.
Yeah, there were several little houses up in there too. Did you know that? At
No,
that time, yeah, there was several little
See,
houses
the-
up in there.
Carolyn and Ronnie and Joel and Ryan was brothers and sisters. And then here was all these other
These others
girls
was cousins.
that was some kin,
Mhm.
and, but none of them had the same names.
You know, the one that used to name Big Rita,
Yeah, right, yeah,
she's Rita now.
yeah,
She don't want to be called Rita.
yeah. And, one of them got killed there on Duncan Hill, Joanne,
Yeah.
she lived up there too. But there was 5 or 6 girls that lived up there.
But she in the car with Lee with Blackbird and him.
I don't remember about that. I just remember I went to the funeral, me and Janice, when she got killed in the car.
I believe it was Lee with Blackbird. I hope several of them.
That was the funniest thing. Man, it was out there, you know where that church is at now, out there on 9th Street, where that big funeral home used to, is, the building's still there.
Oh, yeah, Richards. Used to
Yeah.
be Richards.
Well, me and Janice went there, and we went in, and there wasn't a soul there but her. There wasn't even nobody that we seen working there. But the doors was open, we signed her name, and we went up and looked at her, and we was standing there looking at her. And some man that worked there come up behind us. and said,
Sound like got in there with
"Good
her.
morning, girls," and we both hollered and threw our hands. I reckon we thought she was talking to us.
My first husband, when he was a young man, his mother died when he was 9. And when his daddy remarried, they just kind of had to make money to live the way they could. So he was working in cleaning up funeral homes, like here. But it was one night he was down there cleaning up, and there was a corpse in there set up. And his brother was standing at the photo room down there on North 2nd Street. And they said, "Was that Earl that just went by?"
Flying, wasn't he?
He never did go back to that funeral no more.
Well, Sam Richardson used to come, and he just sit down and talk to you, just like, you know, he knowed you for years and years. And I think it was when Mr. Fulcher died over there, and he was in Bronner's house now, of all places, talking about this. And he said when he first started working at a funeral home, they, you know, put you on a cooling board and block your arms and stuff to get them to go a certain way. And he said you had to be there so long for them to stay, you know, kind of like you want them. And it was something other he was doing right up there close. And he said he was all damn doing whatever he was doing. He never really said what he was doing. But he said, when I come up, he said, that man's arm was right around my neck. And he said, I tell you what, folks, and Bronner didn't like this at all. You might not either. He said, I didn't know what the shit it go on.
No, I don't.
Well, he could just close one eye and fall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They say that, you know, they would have spasms and stuff.
Well, they
Yeah.
told me,
Especially
my daddy's knees was right here when he died, and when they come to get him, I said to Jimmy Sanders, I said, well, how do you get his legs down? How are you gonna put him in a coffin with his legs up here? And he said, oh, they'll relax, they'll relax. And
I
I
had
said,
a patient, an older lady, she's in her 90s.
I got
She was just as stiff.
back up there while I still could.
Listen, if you don't want to climb them steps, we can go around that door and go over that door.
Oh.
And you can have to climb them. That's what I do. But anyway, she was stiff.
Alright.
She was as stiff as a table. And when you turn her up to bathe her,
I
she was
heard a
just like
glass
a
of iced
board.
tea calling my name.
Well, I'm going to get you one. Move her, she just stiff. I mean, stiff. In the morning, her daughter called me and said, I think Mama was on her way out and she's been trying to clean her up. So I went over there and she was just as relaxed as a dish rag. Just as relaxed. You want sweet? I'm sweet.
Sweet. Please. Like you.
Well, apples.
Oh, no, exactly what that means. I get myself all the time.
I did that, I get bruises and don't know where they are.
I have a laundry basket going and I hit a doorknob or I'll smack into the side of the wall. I do something crazy all the time. Are they singing?
No.
It's stuck.
Harry and John.
Oh.
It's sort of like a,
Great.
We ain't had company so long, just to talk to. It's good to have you just to talk to.
Back when he was a race car driver. My son was Sons of Pioneers. Some souvenirs. That's it. That's what I need.
one sip, huh?
Yeah.
I got plenty of it.
And that's how he likes it with a lot of
Just
ice.
one look. That's all it took.
That's something that you never could drink was tea.
Tea.
Mm.
I like the decaf. I drink
I'm not a
decaf.
big drinker. I can drink it, but
You got some Pepsi's,
I like
Coca-Colas,
water.
got Dr. Pepper and water.
My sister was gonna make me.
I don't drink enough water, so I try to drink water.
I'll drink water when I go out. I drink water here. I got some water pictures of the good people.
Kids get sick.
Well, I read on the computer yesterday that if you have leg cramps, that the best thing in the world to do for leg cramps at night is to drink a big glass of water before you go to bed.
You get up 3 times and pee every night.
Yeah.
You know.
You just get it running to
That's
the
that's
door.
better than having a leg cramp.
Yeah.
so.
But that's what happened, those leg cramp tablets we got.
Yeah,
Take them and
I've got some of them at home. Nita brought them there. She said, these things really work.
And when I'm sweeping, mopping, kills my back right across here, and it's kind of cramps. So I take them for that too, and they tell you, it's not the back problem I have, it's down there in my heel. It hurts. But,
I know this lady that's been having trouble with her back. She got the shingles.
yeah.
And she laid around for days, and for some reason, it all settled in her hip and back, and she can't hardly walk.
It should be that way for her.
She's on a,
Did she have the blisters real bad?
yeah, I think so.
The first
She's
person
done had
I-
them 6 weeks.
Yeah, and the first lady, one of the first ladies I had when I started working at home, house was a skinny little lady. Went over there and she had shingles, she had blisters as big as my hand all the way around.
When Beverly had them, he had great big blisters.
They had to send her to rehab.
But you know, I didn't know that they got inside like that. and
Yet
stuff.
their inside was
But
worse.
they
than
told her
outside.
that that might be, that they might have settled in her sciatic nerve.
Mhm.
She's got to have some.
Well, see, they run wherever the nerve system runs. That's the reason why.
Well, we
They're all
know
saying-
a woman, Pam, it's in her ears.
Yeah, anywhere there's a nerve system. But when I was growing up, they always said if the shingles meet, I'll go all the way around.
You'll die.
And the reason why is they don't meet because the nerve don't go all the way around your waist. It just goes back there so far.
Well, you almost think you're gonna die if they don't.
Yeah.
Because I know Beverly's tough, and he never missed a day's work when he had. But he said if I sat down and just lay around and think about him, I can't stand it.
Earl had him right after we married, and he thought his was inside. It didn't show, it showed red, but it didn't show no blisters. That's the reason why I didn't think about shingles.
Well,
He thought he was having a heart
he
attack.
looked like somebody beat him with a tobacco stick.
He hurt so bad that he cried, and they know the only way he could get comfortable is lean over the bed, because he had it in the front. They stay with that spot, stay with it for a long time, and he would have it more than once too.
Yeah.
You can have it, Daddy had it when he was in the bed.
This is the third time Roe Murders had it, but she said she'd never had them this bad. She said, I've had a few places.
Usually they cause from stress.
Well, I told her, I said, well, you're older now. And I said, why didn't you take a shot the last time you had them? She said, well, I kept aiming to and just never did.
Pam did, got him anyway.
Who did?
Pam took that shot.
Well, I took a shingle shot because my doctor kept fussing and fussing. He said, you've got fibromyalgia and you hurt and hurt and hurt anyway. And he said, if you get shingles, they'll never go away. He said,
Yeah,
they'll
they
settle
were.
in the nerves.
Well, I think maybe the shot is you won't have as bad.
I know, we will bring on.
Well, every time
Yeah.
I'd go to
Yeah.
him, he'd say, have you ever got that shingle shot? I said, no. You want a glass of tea?
I can't remember if I found one.
I got tea, water, I got sweet tea and unsweet tea.
Sweet tea would be pretty good.
It is
Ain't nobody
good,
eating
real good.
And,
It saved my life. I was dying.
He was dying and he made it. He said,
Yeah, I just managed to crawl up and
Yeah,
he
get you something to eat, too.
come up there saying,
Go
water,
get you something to eat.
cool, clear water, water.
Get you a chair, get you some food, then sit down.
That picture there, when we was on that river boat and we was fighting over who's gonna drive it.
Yeah,
So you both had a hold of it.
well, that's like, looked like you both did, look like that.
One of them could steer it to the left, the other could steer it to the right.
Yeah,
That was a lot of fun, though. They had a dinner show on that thing.
yeah,
Down there at Branson, you know?
yeah.
And, it was good. The dinner was good and we stayed up on top a lot. That's the year where they had the Mississippi was way up and all that, you know? You was up there too.
See, the thing looks good?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, it's
Even
Yeah, but be careful.
You wanna break some of this ice?
Huh?
You wanna break some of this ice?